Hey guys, Robert here. It's been a good while since I've done a video, and I wanted to jump on here and make you something good and healthy. It is the new year. We're all doing new resolutions, and I know one of them is to eat healthy. I know that's one of mine and my family's, so I wanted to bring you something that's good, that's satisfying, that will just hit you right to the bones with good food. I am making some beef stew using the quick cooker. So let's jump right into it. All right, so sorry for the weird angle, but I think it's easier if I just kind of cook and just kind of show you. So like I said, we're gonna do some beef stew. I got some beef stew meat here that we got from the old Walmart. And like I said, we're eating healthy, right? So one trick that I have is radishes instead of potatoes. Have you heard of that? It is just, it's the first time I heard of it, I really could not believe it. I was like, do radishes really taste like a potato? And I will honestly say, yes, they actually do taste like a potato. Well, obviously not like a potato, not like when people say, hey, you know, duck and chicken taste alike, and what is it? Gator and chicken. It tastes like chicken. Yeah, no, it doesn't taste just like a potato. It has the same consistency, and actually the radishes don't turn red anymore. So the radishes turn to a nice, actually it's like a potato looking color is the best way to put it. So I got these. I usually buy the ones in the bag without the leaves on it, obviously. But these were what Walmart had. I did everyone's doing the Walmart grocery pickup now, right? So I did that, and obviously I allow substitutions. So I wanted to allow some substitutions. I'm gonna walk over here. One thing I did forget, sorry guys, is my strainer, because I didn't wash them. A lot of the times I'll cut stuff before washing it, just because I don't need to wash something I'm not gonna use. So, and if you see right here, I've got a little bowl, right? I don't know if you've seen that, and I don't mind telling you, I stole that from Rachel Ray. I will definitely give her the shout out for that, because this is something that I do a lot whenever I cook. Let me wipe off that there so there's no dirt. Whenever I cook, I always have a little bowl handy, and to put all the little stuff in that I come across. Now, remember, we are making healthy beef stew, so there are going to be no potatoes in this beef stew. And I'm just going to quarter these radishes just a little bit, not make them too small. I don't want them to turn to mush. They will turn to mush if you cook them too long, but a nice good, you know, half a thumb size or something like that will be just fine. So as we cut those up, we're gonna go ahead and put these in our Instapot. Excuse me, I just said that. Not Instapot. This is actually better than an Instapot. This is the Pampered Chef Quick Cooker. Woo! I'm gonna get yelled at about that, right? So, gonna chop up an onion. I always go, this is like my go-to knife. I do want to say this knife is amazing. I believe this pronounced, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Sudoku, I don't know. I know Sudoku, isn't that that game? Or Shakadu, or it's something like that. But this is my go-to knife. They make it in the executive line, and then they also make it in the coated line, and it's blue. I love it. It works nice. It is sharp. I've had this for about 6 months. I have not yet sharpened it yet, and I probably need to, I just haven't. So I'm gonna put the onions in here. Like so. Okay, trying to show you that. I'm done cutting. I went ahead and already cut my celery. My wife does not like celery, but my kids do. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, not a lot. You know, like I said, remember, it's a beef stew. So you can put whatever you want. I've seen people put green beans. I've seen people put corn. You know, you name it, they've put it in there. And then of course you gotta have the baby carrots, you know. So you're like, well, you're putting in carrots for something that is healthy. Well, carrots are healthy to a certain extent. I know a lot of people that do keto, including myself, say that carrots are high in carbs. Well, they kind of are. So is everything else. So is broccoli. So is, you know. But I'm only going to have maybe 4 or 5 carrots. That might be 1 carb, right? So it's not going to be that much. Then I'm just going to add some salt and some pepper. You can add it to how you like. I'm just putting that in there, and then I'm going to take. I love these. It comes in a set of 4. I love these colored spoons that Pampered Chef has. And it's good for just turning around. I like mixing stuff. It makes me feel satisfied, whatever, right? So then I'm gonna use, I know there's already onion in there, but this is used for slow cooker. It's herb and onion mix, and it is really good. I've used a lot of it. So what this direction says to do is it says to do, for every 2 pounds of meat or poultry, combine 5 tablespoons of seasoning, 3 cups of vegetables, which I probably have 3 or more cups. I probably have more. And a half a cup of water, 1.5 cups of water. And then you cook it on high for, 4 to 8 minutes in the regular slow cooker. But since I have the Instant Pot, we're not gonna cook it that long. So I did try to measure it out and I didn't get all the way to it. So that's 1, 2, I'm not gonna have enough. 3, let's just say that's 4, okay? I'm using it all. I'll get some more later. But herb and onion, this is really good. It is very, very flavorful. So I'm just gonna mix that in on the vegetables. And then, I love that little, that idea. I hope you use that. Do you use that? Do you use a bowl to throw all your vegetable, basically all your trash in? See, I could just throw that in there, right? I am gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper on the meat, just because I want it to be. I don't use a lot of salt when I cook. And my wife always says, it needs more salt, it needs more salt. And so I'm taking her advice today. There's a lot of meat. Yes, I do like meat. As I said, I've been doing kind of a keto-based diet. I'm down 35 pounds. I know, yes, I look great. If you go back and look at my other videos, I'm looking good. What can I say? So that's why there's a lot of meat in there. I want a lot of meat, and it still doesn't even fill up the whole pot. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. Thank you, Matt, cutting Matt. And I'm just gonna mix this up really good, like so. And then I'm gonna add the 1.5 cups of water that the recipe on there says to do. And I think that should be good, okay? I'm gonna rinse my hands off really quick. That looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Are you impressed? I hope so. Because I'm impressed. All right, we're gonna do some movie magic. All right, guys, here's the awkward position. I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So here we've got the lid. And I just wanna show you this on the lid really quick before you put it on. You have this little button here, it's the release button. You press that button in and you can maybe see that it's not flush. Whenever you release it, it's flush. So you want it flush with the silver outlining, and that will lock in the pressure. And then here it has a little, I guess like a little steamer thing. That you want to make sure is down facing this way because it locks it in. So we're gonna put this on, and it's talking to you, and it's on. So now, since we're doing beef stew, we're gonna change the setting to beef or pork. We're gonna hit custom time, and we're gonna go up to 70 minutes. I wanna do it an hour and 10 minutes. I like my beef cooked for at least this. It's not a steak. It is a nice, well done, hopefully. So we'll hit start, and what's gonna happen is this thing's gonna keep turning until it shows the 70 minutes. That means it's ready to go, and it's starting the cooking. So now it's heating up, it's building the pressure. It's basically a pressure cooker. So let's check back whenever it's done. All right, so as you can see, it says warming, and it's been warming for a minute now. And once it's done cooking, I'll go to 0, it'll beep, and then I'll let you know how long it's been warming. So I always hit cancel, which kind of turns it off. And then you always want to hit this little button right here, which will make all this beautiful steam come out. All the pressure, removing all the pressure from in there. So that might take a minute. We'll be right back. As it is going down, and the pressure is actually still going down, you don't want to open it until that little red dot falls inside the lid. There it goes. It now has fallen in. So I always like to repress this button so I don't forget to do it the next time. You open it up, and let's get our first look, people. Wow, I'm gonna get as close as I can without getting foggy. Sorry. Look at that. It is perfect. So just to show you, I pulled this out separately. Here is the radish that I was talking about. Looks like a potato, cuts nice and soft. You know how hard they were whenever I cut them. I can cut them with a side. And, oh, that's still hot. They're delicious. So I just wanted to show you those out, just the radishes. It's got a little bit of red, but majority of it is not red, and it kind of looks like a potato. So please add this into your next stew. You will thank me. All right, folks, here we go, the moment of truth. Like I said, I've been doing keto for about 3 months now, and I have made me some cauliflower mash. That's for another video. It is fantastic. And I'm gonna just throw a little bit of the beef on here. Right on there, just like, wouldn't you put mashed potatoes? I made some rice for the kids. They're gonna enjoy that. And we're gonna cut, oh man, that is so soft. We're gonna just go right in, and I'll even get a carrot on there. There's just something about cooking it in a quick cooker. One, it makes it so easy. I put it on for 70 minutes. Probably could have done it for 45. I wanted to make sure the carrots were done, and they're perfect. But also, if it's frozen, they tell you to put it in for 60 to 70 minutes. So you can also put the meat in frozen, and it'll cook just fine. I don't like doing that, because I like to be prepared, but yeah, this is definitely delicious. Next video, definitely cauliflower mash. But check out my page, order some products, but most importantly, I'd love for you to host a show and get some free products. All right, until next time, guys, take care.